Hi, great. Thank you. Two topics, if I can.
Sure.
Briefly on what we were talking about with Ukraine. The US today, the Treasury Department announced sanctions on Russian entities for facilitating weapons transfers between North Korea and Russia. Also today, the chair of the NATO Military Committee said that Russia was outstripping Western powers in increasing their defense industry capacity. How big an impact are these sanctions realistically likely to have? And is the US considering more sanctions that target the Russian defense industry more directly?
Well, starting with your last question first, I'm not going to preview sanctions from here. That's not what we do. But I can say that, to your point today, the Department of Treasury designated 5 Russia-based individuals and entities connected to the transfer of military equipment and components from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK, to Russia. This action builds on several sanctions designations over the past year, targeting the Russia-DPRK military relationship, most recently in February 2024. Just a couple months ago. These designations highlight our resolute opposition to these continued arms transfer. We condemn Russia's veto of the UN Security Council resolution that would have extended the mandate of the UN 1718 Committee Panel of Experts, a body that documented violations of UN sanctions related to the DPRK. We will continue to examine all possibilities to counter the destabilizing Russia-DPRK partnership, but I'm certainly not going to preview any sanctions from here.
Okay, and one on Israel by extension.
Okay.
The Houthis have threatened more actions against ships that they claim are heading for Israel, potentially even in the Mediterranean. Will the US continue operations against the Houthis if these attacks restart?
So look, obviously we condemn these Houthis for these attacks and continue to take action to hold them accountable. We've been pretty consistent in doing that for the past several months. These reckless attacks by the Iran-backed Houthis have not only disrupted global trade and commerce, but also taken the lives of international seafarers simply doing their job. So we have taken significant amount of Houthi weapons. Our military is regularly destroying Houthi missiles when they're being loaded and prepared to launch, but before they can actually be fired at commercial ships as well. We will continue to act as needed to degrade the Houthi capabilities. You have again seen us do this for the past several months, and so we are committed to doing that.